Okay, we're good to go.
We are on.
Yes, we're recording.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Education's Facility Committee meeting. Today is Wednesday, May 27th. The time is now 6:01 p.m. And with me this evening, I have Board Member Garrett Oliver, Board Member Nellie Cole. I also have Deputy Superintendent Sandra Fayois. I also have William Hurdell, our Facilities Director, and we will have our consultant and staff um, momentarily as
He's
everybody's.
on. I see him as
I
one of the
see Dan
panelists.
Phillips from
Yes.
CSG. Thank you. So this evening, we will be going over some few items. Next item on the agenda is the minutes. Are there any questions, concerns, or updates? Nope. Can motion to approve the minutes?
To approve?
Thank you. Seconded by?
I'll second.
Thank you, Nellie. All right, so minutes have been approved. And now I will transfer the meeting to Sandra Fayois for the evening.
Thank you so much, Facilities Chair Carpio, and hello, Facilities Committee. I believe that this is the last meeting for this calendar year and for this academic year. And we are very pleased to just be able to provide you another update on our school construction projects along with our HVAC projects. And then we're going to be able to discuss some summer projects that are going to be happening. And finally, I wanted to revisit the conversation that was put forth by Chris Rivera, band director at Norwalk High School, in terms of naming the band storage facility at Andrews Field. He wanted me to make sure that we are not renaming Andrews Field. We are renaming a storage facility that they currently term the greenhouse. So that is going to be our agenda for today. And I would love it if Dan Phillips from Construction Solutions Group could get us started on some updates. Dan, are you able to share or do you need me to share?
Yep, I can share. Let me
Awesome. Thank you so much.
share the presentation quickly. All right. Can you see my screen all right?
We can. If you could enlarge it just a tad, it would probably, yeah, perfect. Thank you
Try
so
my
much.
best. Yep. All right, we'll jump right into it. South Norwalk Elementary School. As you know, the school was occupied in August of 2025. Just the first floor and a portion of the second floor. This summer, we do have some work planned. We were able to get the PV solar system, rooftop system approved for reimbursement. So that went out to bid earlier this year. Previous meetings, that was approved, and that's scheduled to begin over this summer. There's
Dan,
some
can I
other.
just interrupt on the South
Yep.
Norwalk School? Also, just a reminder that this Friday we're going to be having the renaming ceremony for Dr. Ruby Shaw. And I believe that many of the board members that are in this meeting will be attending, but we also had some landscaping done ahead of that meeting. So thank you, Dan.
I do apologize for not referring to it as the Ruby Shaw Elementary School, but as
It's
far as
okay.
the,
It's not yet. So
yeah,
it's okay.
and
Yes.
and I
Mhm.
do know the state reimbursement, to avoid any confusion, any correspondence related to this project will remain South Norwalk just for state reimbursement reasons.
And on that note, just for clarification, because we're seeking reimbursement, these presentations will continue to say South Norwalk. And then the Dr. Ruby Shaw official naming takes place after July 1st because the state does not at mid-year change a school's name just for data purposes, ed site purposes. So just so that we have some of that. So thanks.
Yeah, it's really
Dan.
to avoid confusion when
Mhm.
they just think it's a different school. So, and part of that, we sent in a letter to extend the closeout on this project Normally, we would have closed it out earlier this year, but with the addition of the PV solar system, we're asking for that to be extended through winter of this year so that we can complete the summer work and close out all the financials for the project. Norwalk High School. There's from the outside, it looks very much the same over the last month or so, but there is a lot of work going on inside. On the inside, we have areas of the building, primarily the Norwalk High School and P-Tech wings are receiving sheetrock and other finishes. We'll have some photos in the presentation here, but that includes painting, ceiling grid. Bathrooms are starting to receive wall tile. We do have some resinous flooring going in some of the bathrooms as well. That's an epoxy flooring, resinous flooring. Electrical switchgear, which is a major milestone for the project, has been installed and inspected, and we're currently coordinating with Eversource for our permanent power, which we're expecting to get sometime early this summer. And this project, the building itself, is scheduled to be completed to be occupied in the fall of 2027. And then the total project completion is fall of 2028. And that's the second phase, which includes the demolition of the existing school, completing the parking lot, football field, tennis courts, concession stand, field house, all of that work. So even though we will be in the school in 2027, there's still quite a bit of work to go on this project. Here is a exterior elevation of the Norwalk High School wing. Just a general schedule going into fall of 2027. The phase one, this is really the schedule showing until occupancy. Here's an aerial view. I believe we showed a similar or the same one last time. And to the left again is the Norwalk High School wing. To the right, the P-Tech wing. Main entrance canopy in the front here with the media space above it. And in the background, we have really the back half of this building is primarily the performing arts, the gym in the middle, auxiliary gym bumping up on the right, and in the back right would be the pool area. And I've included a photo. It's a little bit different on this end. This photo was taken the same time frame, but as you can see, there's more exterior work going on at this far end of the building. To the right here is the band space. The left is the pool, auxiliary gym to our left here, auditorium, kind of middle right. And then the main gym is this center area here. But it's progressing from the side closest to the high school back to King Street. And for reference, you can see the Narramac softball field over here.
And I'm sorry to interject.
Yep.
I just when you refer to the band, does that include like the orchestra and choir, or is there a separate?
It would all be part of this performing arts area. There's
okay.
It's not just a single room, it's an entire network of rooms.
Like a whole wing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Entire complex. Okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to clarify. Like I know the band is the main, but because I know that was a big thing when they did the expansion on the main back in 2003 and 2000 or 2004 and 2005, where they finally, I was so glad when they finally were able to add an actual room for the kids in the orchestra to practice in, as opposed to having to put on coats and try and do rehearsals during the winter in the giant auditorium where the heat didn't quite get in. Sorry.
No, thank you, Nellie. No, this is a whole, everybody
Okay.
gets a lot of dedicated space. It's really a whole arts wing.
No, which is wonderful. I mean, the
you.
arts. I mean, I have a sort of I have a very nostalgic view of the music program from the time that I did go to Norwalk High, and so I'm really glad to see this for the new generation.
All right, just moving forward on the high school. Here's the common area stair that comes off of kind of the cafeteria serving area, and then the clear story that goes up several floors and provides natural light to the center of the building. Here's some of the bathroom wet wall tile. This will be a wall that receives sinks. Just showing some of the finishes going in throughout the school. Resinous flooring. This looks like a single-use bathroom. Toilet would be over here, but continuous resinous flooring up with the wall base. Not the most exciting photo, but we have a classroom with finishes. You have finished paint on one wall. The floors have been prepped, ready to receive finished flooring. Ceiling grid is complete. And as they move forward and finish up some of the above ceiling finished fixtures, they will start padding out these ceilings and start to really look like a finished space. This is one of the corridors, interior corridor. You can see the ceiling grid is also in place, and we have wall protection. I don't know how clearly your image is, but you can see the wall tile in the hallways. This is our wall protection, which goes up, I believe, 5 feet on the sides. And that's what we have for the Norwalk High School photos. If there's no questions about the high school, I can roll right into the. Good.
I unfortunately wasn't able to do the last walkthrough. Will there be another walkthrough? Because one of the things that I just want to make sure is for accessibility issues. What is the situation on like elevators / ramps?
Dan, do you want to explain the elevators, how many there are?
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
there's 3 elevators. One basically at the Norwalk High School wing, another one at the P-Tech wing, and they're closer to that center commons area. And then there is another one in the, I guess we'll call it the north side of the site, closer to King Street, and that's off of the kind of the pool. I want to see the pool vestibule entrance area, which is close to the gym as well, the main gym. But they are 3 elevators spread out as far as ramps and ADA compliance around the building. There's not too many ramps getting into the building, really only at the loading dock area, but all of that's designed to be ADA compliant. And I mean, it's a new building built to the recent code requirements, so there shouldn't be any accessibility
Okay.
issues.
Yeah, Nelly, and in the front, it's like ground level, so you can just access the facility.
Okay.
But Nelly, on a separate note, if you want a tour or if anybody else does, we can ask Gilbane or somebody if they could take us, okay?
I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, just
I'm sorry for interrupting constantly.
No, don't be sorry. Just email and give me some dates so that then I could shop it out to them, okay?
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome.
There's no other questions. I'll move forward into the HVAC upgrades. Starting, we have listed the different schools that we're working in. Brookside, substantially complete. We're still working with Board of Ed to resolve some boiler complications. This work's being done under warranty. It's within a year of the project being complete, so we continue to iron out those issues so that can eventually be turned over 100% and hopefully be problem-free in the future. Rowayton, ongoing work inside the building. We have electrical switchgear installation should be starting now, end of May. We're working up in the attic space. We've done over the last few months, including April break, some work at the exterior of the building. We've placed the transformer pad and vault at the new transformer location. We've run underground, and we've done a little bit of landscaping out there. Trees have been installed to get ready for the completion of the project. Then the target for awaiting is to be have the transformers landed sometime this summer, and the upgrades to be running by the fall when students come back this year. Brian McMahon, there's new outdoor chillers. If you've been to the back side of Brian McMahon High School, you can't miss it. There's a large wall and large chiller units, two of which have been installed. They are undergoing commissioning right now. I believe the building is it was switched over to cooling and is being cooled by the chillers. As part of the commissioning and the startup, there are some ongoing troubleshooting, but that's the construction manager is on top of that and providing updates to Bill and his team as needed as they progress. Silver Mine, another project that is further along. This is substantially complete. Closeout is underway. We did add a significant building control scope to that project that will take place over this summer, and this helps facilities manage and kind of incorporate new and existing systems so that they can view this remotely and help the building run more efficiently. Merrimack, there's second shift work ongoing over there. A lot of it is roof work with conduits and other rough-in work going on. The air conditioning units that were installed in the classroom, there's still some ceiling modifications ongoing to trim in and finish those. And we're working with Eversource to finalize an easement that's required for the new primary service to the transformer that will be delivered, planned for this summer. And once that transformer is in place, that'll be required to power the new air conditioning improvements that have been installed. Marvin is kind of lagging behind some of these other projects, but they are working on second shift, roughing in some of their controls, wiring. And right now we're planning for future work, confirming the RTU delivery dates for that project to make sure we don't run into any procurement issues. And in the coming months, once school ends, more work will be happening over at Marvin. And to the right here is just a photo looking down the middle of the two chillers that have been installed. You can kind of see the significance of the piping, the size of everything. I don't know if there's in the update, there are the overall project schedules for each job. We're waiting some of the things I talked about, the transformer pad that went in, the underground work that went in out there. I don't know if I have photos for every project. I guess I have a couple. Brian McMahon, we also installed insulation on the existing duct in the, yes.
I think Dan has a visitor.
All right. It's my son needs my attention at the moment. I apologize.
Okay.
So the insulation on the duct, and then on the right here, this is above the chillers. There's sound attenuators that are installed, and that helps to muffle the noise from all the fans on each of the units. And Merrimack, some of what I talked about, the AC units that are installed, and it's really just modifying the ceiling to trim in some of these units. And that's all we have for photos and projects for the public schools work.
Any questions on the HVAC work that's happening?
I just want to make mention, thank you, Dan. He showed the picture of the gym. That's existing ductwork, which is now insulated. So for the first time in the history of Brian McMahon, the gym will now be air conditioned. So that's a great benefit, and that's included in this project. Just want to make mention of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
That's wonderful news, but I wanted to say thank you for all the hard work and everything that's going on at these schools with this HVAC program. But I'll be happy if we ever do another graduation at Brian McMahon in that gym.
Oh. We're working on the auditorium too, okay? Absolutely. If there are no further questions from Dan, you could actually go tend to your son because the rest of the updates have to do with us. So thank you so much for joining
All right.
us.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Have a great night.
So what I would like to move on to, if it's okay with you, Chair Carpio, is the request for us to move forward, a request to the city around the renaming of sorry, I'm trying to share. It's currently called the Greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that you're familiar with it. And it's located in Andrews Field, and it's the band storage. So the proposal is to honor recent retiree Doug Oraves, who taught band here for 38 years, and that is the proposal. And the proposal did come from the community. Mr. Rivera had sent us several statements that the community had made to him and to discuss why this was important to that band community. I have just a brief bio. So Doug Alvarez is a native of Norwalk. He was a solo soprano player with Connecticut Hurricanes for most of 3 decades. Mr. Alvarez then moved to a staff position and had been a visual instructor since 1997. He originally played soprano horn with the Norwalk Hot Shots Junior Corps from 1960 to 1969. He had been visual instructor for Norwalk High School Band since 1988. And Douglas, or Mr. Oraves, has impacted thousands of Norwalk High School marching band students over the past 38 years as an instructor with the band. And this is what is motivating. This is the actual facility that they would like, that the band community would like to rename. And again, the request is for us to be able to move this forward to land use committee. And I bring it before this committee to see if this is something that we can support.
Well, on my end, I think 38 years of dedication is a very, very long time. And yes, his name has been coming up a lot in the community and the requests coming through. We as a committee, we're not making the final decision, but I am okay with moving it forward to the board and the city for renaming.
I support that 100% as well.
Honestly, Chris knows as much as anything what's important to the band community, and so yeah,
All
I
right.
concur with everyone.
Okay, so that seems like it's a unanimous vote to move that forward, Sandra.
Thank you. So Chair Carpio, would I move this forward to the full board or do I just?
I would move it to the full board.
Absolutely. I'll have Jeanette add it.
Yeah.
I believe that the June 2nd
Mm-hmm.
agenda may not yet have been published, so I'll try to get it to then. And if not, then maybe we could just make a motion to add it, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you so
Please.
much, Chair Carpio.
Thank
With that, I'm going to stop sharing and then turn it over to Mr. Hodel for some summer forecasting and updates of projects that are coming up.
Thank you, Sandra, and thank you, committee members. So I may have mentioned some of these projects the last time we met, so I have a quick update as we prepare for the summer, which actually 1 month from today is the last day of school. So 1 month from today and 1 day, we can start our work. Starting off with Wolfhead Elementary School, we finally received approval and received bids back to do the air conditioning electrical upgrades. It turned out that it's the same firm who did Tracy Elementary School last summer. They did the same project to our satisfaction. So I have drafted a resolution, and that goes to the Land Use Committee next Tuesday. So we hope to receive approval from that. I can't see any reason why they wouldn't. That will go on to the following week's Common Council for final approval and to have the Mayor Smith generate a contract. So we hope to have that in order by June 10th. And by the end of the school session, we can start that project a month from now. The next two projects I've spoken to you, we've already have approval and the group is ready to start as soon as we graduate. And that also is the locker replacements at Ponus and also at Nathan Hale. I was at Roten this morning. We did those lockers last summer, and they're very happy and very pleased. The lockers here at these next two schools will be very similar. And we hope that the students, and especially the parents who receive all the complaints that a book bag can't fit in an 8-inch locker, will now be able to fit in a 15-inch locker, much wider and much better use for the things they put in their lockers. In addition, there are some blank areas in the schools which we plan to fill in, so the students have lockers closer to their homeroom, and they can't use the excuse that they were late to class because they had to walk to the opposite side of the school and grab their book bag. So the administration is at both schools are very happy that we are doing that. In fact, it came from their request. So that's happening. In addition, we have received, I should say, somewhat approval from the state to do 46 Concord to remove the underground storage tank. So we plan to do that as our last underground oil storage tank. You've been hearing from me for years now. This is, I think, tank number 19 and the last of all of the tanks. And with the way we are planning this, it may not happen until the fall time. And this is, again, is at the Family Center, the new Family Center at 46 Concord. So we will be doing that while the building is occupied. And we hope to have that approval with state reimbursement at 60%. So that's the major projects that are happening this summer. And that is quite a busy summer. And we plan to do that again starting in 1 month from now.
And there will be countless other regular things that we do, like stripping the floors and getting the
Yes.
schools ready and addressing other projects.
Other custodial duties as well. Yes.
It's amazing all the work that goes in through the summer, and there's that misconception that staff gets breaks during the summer.
Yeah,
And that's not true. If anything, everybody gets
it gets busy.
busier because the buildings are empty.
Yes, and then
Absolutely.
come mid-August, we get a little panicky because we know the clock is ticking. We need to be ready real soon.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And we also, juggle with vacations. So there's a lot going on with the amount of staff we have.
Mhm.
But by and large, we get it done.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
Are there any questions regarding the summer?
Nope, not at this time. Thank you.
Well, that's all that we had, Chair Carpio, for our agenda.
All right. Well, thank you very much for giving us all these updates. I will be, looking forward to a couple of months of downtime on our end because
Yes.
we've been going. I know that policy will probably still continue, but as we wrap up our committees, we'll be up and running back again in September.
Yeah.
Unless there's any special meetings that we will have to have.
Thank
But with
you.
that being said, it's been a pleasure working with everybody and thank you. Any comments or questions from the rest of the board?
Just want to say thank you so much for all the hard work. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And-
You
and
guys
for
are
me-
incredibly supportive. Thank you. I'm sorry, Nellie, I cut you
I
off.
was just going to say, and for me as well, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
know the kids and the teachers and all of us appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right.
Thank
And
you.
with that being said, a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you, Garrett. Seconded by.
I'll second.
Thank you, Nellie. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Good
Good night.
one. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye-bye.